Hello there, guys, and welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV for a live watch along of Liverpool against Chelsea. But I'm not 1,000% sure whether we're actually live because we're using a different program today, and I'm just getting used to things. So let's see whether this is actually working. As you can see, we are joined by my good friend Jester or Jared, whatever you want to call him. Let me just see, is this working? It seems to be working. Sorry, Jester, I can't hear you right now. I had to mute you while this is loading here. So hopefully this is working.
You're live as well. I was going to tell you.
Loading,
you're live.
Loading. I'm not sure whether it's my computer that's being slow or whether it's something else that's going on. So just give me half a second, boys. I'll be right with you. I also will have to eat because I didn't have time to eat just yet. So, I do apologize drastically. I'm not quite sure why I can't see anything on screen. Let me make this loud. Can you see it on the screen if you go on YouTube just now?
Yes, I can. You're live.
Okay, lovely. Don't know why it's not working here for me, but we move. There we are. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool against Chelsea. It's a big one. Obviously, now the table has changed because a couple of teams have played already this weekend. But in general, this is top against top because we literally have both won 2 games. We have the identical goal difference and are joint top of the league. So that's a bit crazy. Or did West Ham go above us in the end? West Ham might have gone above us, actually. But still, it's a huge game. It's an absolutely ginormous game. I'm just waiting for this thing to load here so I can pause it, just so I can actually hear Jester. Now we should be good. Like I said, it's a new program we're using, so if I miss any of your messages, I am super, super sorry. But of course, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Smash the like button for us. If you want to support the channel, use the super chat function. And let me introduce my very special guest today. Of course, I mentioned you already, but Jester, first of all, thank you for joining us. And secondly, how are you doing today?
It's about, it's not even 11 o'clock here in the States, or in Texas at least, but it's been a fantastic morning. I got to laugh at Arsenal when I first woke up this morning. Watched that game, and good Lord. That's just
it was
horrible.
not good. I only saw the first half, but the second half seemed to be even bloody worse.
Oh, it's almost sad at a certain point, but you still have to laugh because they're Arsenal and their fans are so toxic that you actually you can't have them. You can't pity them because they bring that stuff on themselves. But we stopped talking about relegation teams and we moved to the champions of Europe.
It's weird, isn't it? And like a set of fans that start gassing things up after they win 6-0 against the championship team. You just can't take people like that seriously. And, they do it to themselves. I mean, they can cry all they want, but essentially they do it all to themselves. Not sure why this thing on my table here is not letting me do its thing. Anyway, let me just get this up here because I want to tweet this out. What can I see in the chat here? Nippon saying, let's all take a moment and laugh at Arsenal. Exactly, Nippon, that's it. This is the best game for Timo. I mean, people are talking about the lineup already. I am not 100% sure how to best show you this on screen right now, so I just tell you the lineup. Pretty much it's the identical lineup we had against Arsenal, except Kante coming in for Mateo Kovacic in midfield. So you have Mendy in goal, a back three of Aspilicueta, right centre back, Andreas Christensen, central centre back, Antonio Rudiger, left centre back. Marcos Alonso still keeps his spot at left wing back, with Ben Chilwell still not having played a single minute of football, of competitive football, since the Champions League final. Reece James at right wing back, Jorginho and Kante, like I said, in midfield. And then the same front three as last time, in Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and Romelu Lukaku. No Timo Werner. And Jester, what do you think about that? Obviously, if there was ever a game where Timo Werner is useful, it's probably the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City. So the fact that he isn't starting today, for me, doesn't bode well for the rest of his Chelsea career, to be honest. But I'm slightly surprised. But are you? I had a feeling he would start, in all honesty.
I did a preview and I had him in my starting 11, but I caveat all my lineups under Tuchel as we're going to get 2 to 3 of these wrong because you never know what he's going to do. But I think what he's doing is he's looking for just the players that have played the most together, because we're still early in the season. People came back at different times. Some players are probably not 100% match fit or match sharp. So is this a game where you say, well, let's just throw Chilwell in there for Alonso, and maybe he's not match sharp, but, let's go with that anyway. I think Tuchel just said, Alonso's played well, and I think as long as you play well, you're going to keep your spot. The moment that you don't, you're going to be sitting on the pine because we have such depth and quality of depth in this squad that, which is good because players know one bad game, I might not see the pitch for a month or two because the guy in front of me might be doing bits. So, and I think Mason Mount is probably preferred right now, just for the simple fact that you have Alonso on the pitch. I think you're going to see Mason off the left to help with the Salah experiment.
Yeah, that's interesting because obviously against Arsenal, it was mostly Kai on the left. Of course, they switched it around, but for the most part, it was Kai on the left, Mason on the right, right? And I'm never a big fan of it. I think you harm both Mason and Kai if you play them that way. But obviously, some people have made the argument to me Mason has a good connection with Reece and Kai actually has a good connection with Alonso. But you make a fair point there today because the one worry about Marcos Alonso obviously playing is his extreme lack of pace, especially up against Mohamed Salah, right? And then you might make a fair point that, you know, Mason Mount might be more over on the left-hand side. But obviously, we're already drastically helped in that aspect just because by having Kante in midfield and having those extra legs there in the first place already.
Yeah, and of course, they've got Robertson coming back, who we know is not match sharp or probably not even match fit totally, you would think, coming back from his injury. Well, what I heard most of the week was most Liverpool fans didn't think he'd start. They thought it'd be Tsimikas again because do you come back with no preseason or anything? I mean, I don't think he got a preseason in before he was injured.
To be honest, I'm not even 100% sure. I can't tell you if I'm being totally honest with you.
And they're starting a kid as well. Harvey Elliott starts.
Yes, they are. Correct. They are.
So
I mean, he did play well against Burnley last week. I will admit that.
It's only Burnley.
It's true. It is only Burnley, quite literally. It is quite literally only Burnley. But outside of that, you're happy with the lineup that we went with today? Let me first tell you this. If there was ever a game all season long where I'd be like, okay, don't start Jorginho, it's probably Liverpool away. That's the only ever game where I'd consider it just because, well, number one, we played without Jorginho, without him being injured or anything, against Liverpool and Anfield last season when we won. Obviously, that was without fans, but still.
Right.
And it just felt like in midfield we had a little bit of extra energy. Sure, we don't control the ball as well without him, but we have extra energy if you have Cover and Kante in there. So I wouldn't, because I didn't have time for a preview yesterday, I never really thought about it in depth as much, but I probably would have predicted Kovacic and Kante, for being totally honest. So that is a small surprise to me, arguably more than Alonso starting over Chilwell, to be honest, just because of what we did last season, right? And also, I thought Jorginho was struggling more last week in the game than Kovacic did. And I thought it's probably better to take Jorginho off rather than Cover, but he took Cover off. So I thought maybe that was with, this game in mind that, Jorginho would be on the bench for this one. But apparently not. Apparently not. So, we moved. But anything else that surprised you or disappointed you or that you're happily surprised about, I suppose?
No, we of course you always expect if Kante is fit, he's going to play in the game.
Yeah.
So that's not a huge surprise there. I wasn't surprised that it's Jorginho. I guess I was expecting maybe a little bit more change up in the forward play with maybe Werner, and I thought that maybe even Ziyech might have been a factor because of the fact that he likes to play those over the ball.
Yeah,
he can play the nice over the top ball, and if you had Werner there, it's easier for him to run on. But we might see that, after the 60th minute, right? When legs are starting to go, especially if we need a goal, which I don't anticipate we will.
Hopefully we won't need a goal. That'd be good.
No, I said 3-0. I don't fear.
See, just as an interesting man, in case you don't know him as well, guys, he manages to be very critical, but still be the most optimistic predictions giver I've ever met in my life. He always says 3-0, 5-0, all sorts of things. But then when we actually talk about the games after, he's very critical. Maybe it's because you always expect us to win 3-0. That's why you're very critical after.
Well, I expect that we will do bits against this Liverpool team. I don't think they're as good as people think. You lost Ronaldo out of that midfield. So you're playing was it Navigator or is it Henderson? No, it's Henderson and Fabinho.
Henderson, Fabinho, and this kid, yeah.
And the kid. So Henderson he's coming back from an injury as well.
Yeah.
So you know, okay, that's fine. I just don't. And then you have Matip. I know I was watching Shameless FC by
Yeah,
our good friend Lewis, and
yeah.
they were like, "Oh, that Ryan was on there saying that Matip was going to body Lukaku."
I mean,
Matip's
that's
going to get
just
right.
funny. Like, at some point you can't just take people serious. I am so confused.
Yeah, I don't understand why you think that. I think Virgil van Dijk's going to have all sorts of problems with Lukaku today. We're going to find out how good his knee is because he's going to be the one man marking. And what I think is you're going to see Fabinho probably fronting him and Van Dijk in behind, which is the way you play if you don't want the ball to go into his feet. You front him with a holding mid, and I think that'll probably be Fabinho. But that takes two players in your defense right away from everybody else, and then you're having to worry about Marcus Alonso and Reece James, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. Kante is a more attacking player than Kovacic at this
Yeah, for
point,
sure.
more of an attacking threat. So you have to worry about him as well.
Mhm.
I just find it kind of suspect that I just find their defense a little suspect. I should
It's
guess I
fine.
should say
Our defense or their defense? Their defense.
their defense is going to be a little suspect, especially if they're going to play a high line, because I think what they're thinking is we're going to play through the middle through Jorginho,
Yeah.
and they think that the high line, because the high line would mitigate some of that. We're not. We're going to play down the wings.
Mhm.
And tell you why we're playing down the wings, because he's playing Firmino as a false nine, and he's done that. So Firmino, when they're out of possession, will drop onto Jorginho
Yeah.
to deny him the ball.
Of course.
So Christensen will be moving the ball out wide first. I can see us going out wide to either James or Marcus Alonso, and then the ball would come inside, right? So once you've countered what their main tactic is to deny our build up, you can then let Jorginho run into space and see how well Firmino's going to track him, and then get the ball to him, and then you can start your attack from there, or your possession based system from there. You don't have to go directly to him, and that's because we have 3 ball playing center backs on the pitch, and that's the reason Tuchel likes ball playing center backs, is because you don't have to build your play through the midfield. You have options. You can play differently. And
which is exactly why I kind of thought Kovacic and Kante would start together.
Yeah.
Or do you think they wouldn't play that way if we didn't have Jorginho?
Well, getting Klopp wouldn't know, right? What would he know about what our lineup was? He could take a guess.
Sure. But maybe if we didn't have Jorginho, maybe Firmino wouldn't drop as deep.
It's very possible. But I think that's the tactic he's going to use anyway. Because if you're asking Harvey Elliott to be your main creator out of the midfield, I just think that's probably not the best thing. So Firmino is going to play the additional false 9 role.
He will. Yeah. That is very true. And to be honest, like you say it that way. A lot of teams try to block our middle. Like if anyone presses us, they obviously press our midfielders and mostly Jorginho, right? And then we need to go wide, which is why there are some games when some people will tell you Jorginho does nothing, because people know he's important, so they try to take him out of the game as best they can, and then we constantly go around the wings. But if you didn't have Jorginho there in the first place, it would be on somebody else. So it's kind of pointless, right? But people don't want to understand things. People don't want to understand things. Hey, it is what it is. But because we have obviously a little while to go until kickoff, I'm wondering from you, do you think Cristiano Ronaldo joining Manchester United makes them a serious title contender? Or potentially, did you think they were already a serious title contender before getting it?
No, I don't think it makes a change at all.
Okay,
because they don't lack attack. It's not like they weren't putting the ball in the back of the net. They needed a midfielder. They need a backup right back, or actually, they need a starting right back, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not quality enough for this level, or the level that United
Especially
say
going
they want to
forward,
be
like
at.
defensively,
Yeah,
he's
going
quite
forward,
good,
defensively he's fine. Going forward, he's utter garbage. And their midfield is, because now what do you do with your midfield? Are you going to play the Frogba pivot, which is mine? I coined that phrase, Frogba, which is Fred and Pogba.
Frogba.
So you can play the Frogba pivot because you've got Greenwood, Rashford, Cavani, Sancho, James, and Martial. That's 6 attackers. So you're going to move a midfielder. You're going to keep playing a midfielder on the left side of your attack, or are you going to move Pogba back in to the central midfielder role and put in another?
Depends on fitness, I suppose, but
Yeah.
You probably keep Pogba there over Martial because Martial's awful. But once Rashford's back,
what about Greenwood? I mean, he's doing bits. You put him on the pitch.
He is, but is Greenwood that good unless he's up top? I think Greenwood's good up top, but I think he's slightly overrated on the wing. He's very two-footed and his finishing is brilliant. But his decision-making and his dribbling and his runs, in my opinion, are not that great. But, I will also not pretend that I'm the biggest expert on Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, well, I think he's very, very. I think of their attack, he's the most talented. Just me personally, because he's a two-footed player, and you don't see that very often. Look at Marcus Rashford; he's a one-footed player. You send him left, you've done 70% of your job, because he poses no threat going left. So for me, I don't see
that was always the one great thing about Pedro, how two-footed he was. Even when he was heavily declining, because he was so two-footed, he still was always a danger.
Oh, exactly. And a two-foot player, because you don't never know if he's going to go left or right. Mm-hmm. And he has a choice. That's the one thing I like about Christian Pulisic. I have to get that prop in there. Is because he can play. He's good with both feet.
Yeah.
And we've seen him bang goals against Crystal Palace. I guess that's the team he loves to beat. But you've seen some bangers off his left foot. I mean, he looks left-footed on those goals. So it's a good skill to have, because if you're one-footed and people know you can't play with your other foot, they're just going to send you to your off foot.
Yeah.
They'll just shade you. If you're right-footed, they'll shade you on the right-hand side, or should be.
And then you need to be as good as like an Ian Robin or Gareth Bale, that you're so good that you can still always go on your strong foot.
Right. But if you're a decent defender, you should know, hey, I got this guy. I know he's right foot dominant. His left foot's kind of weak. I'm going to show him on his left foot. I'm going to shade him to go to his right. So even if he, does some tech, I'm still on his right-hand side to make up, stick out a leg, what have you.
Of course.
So I'm not too bothered by everybody's like hand wringing. Oh, we're going to Anfield. I'm not with this team. This team has, in a short period of time, gone from Arsenal level under Frank Lampard to champions of Europe under Thomas Tuchel.
Okay, we were not as bad as Arsenal.
We were in the same. We were fighting 9th and 10th.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying
lost.
Yep. Huh?
And Arsenal lost.
Right, but we were down there at when Tuchel came in. I think at 9th, if I want to.
Yeah, that's true. And then when we appointed him, we were 9th, and by the time we got to his first game, we were actually in 10th. So, it's a tough one. Big ups to Wayne, by the way, saying big up, guys. My American brother and my Austrian brother Lawrence. I hope this game is as exciting as Formula One today. Big up to Formula One. Unfortunate for me as a Ferrari fan, not our day. Massive crash from Lando Norris, but what a lap from George bloody Russell. What a guy. I'm not his biggest fan, I can't lie. All these British drivers kind of annoy me because the British bias is kind of triggering. As a Ferrari fan, you will understand. Or you might not. I don't care. But fair play to him. What a lap. What a lap. Regardless, what else can I see? Song for Marina. See, to be honest, that'd be quite good. I think we should start having a song for Marina by the fans.
She needs a statue. She needs a statue. She really does.
But hopefully a better looking one than the company one Man City turned up with.
Oh, yeah, I didn't look at that.
Have you seen that? It looks like, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course. Every
It
episode.
looks like the White Walker, the king of the White Walkers. That's what the
Oh, no.
statue looks like.
Is it worse than Cristiano Ronaldo's statue?
Mm,
Did you see that one? You know, he had the
I did.
bronze one.
It's different because look, Ronaldo's is just ugly, right? But you can still clearly tell it's Ronaldo. On this one, you just can't tell that it's meant to be company, even though it's not ugly. But you just don't know who it is.
Yeah, you don't want to sing. We'll lose viewers quick.
There you go. I mean, QQ has put the whole song from Arena in there, but you can't just put a song in there when I don't know the bloody melody. I can't just sing words without knowing the melody. That makes no sense. Also, if you want me to sing, you definitely need to drop a super chat because you need to. I mean, that's outrageous otherwise, in my opinion. They're currently interviewing Jurgen Klopp. Does anyone care? Because Jurgen Klopp is the biggest waffle man I've ever seen in my life. The man complains about everything. The man probably complains about the color of his underpants. Like, it's insane. I've never seen a man that find so many things to complain about. He's worse than Mourinho in complaining about things. And is it Liverpool's fault? I don't know, because I feel like when he joined them, he wasn't complaining about everything. Maybe he just got better at English, so now he got better at complaining. I don't know. But it's just the man complains about everything. Oh, this foul was never a foul, and this was clearly a foul, and the fixture list, and this, and everybody's so mean, and everybody hates us. I'm like, get in the bin. Honestly. Creative ability, sing how you would. I'll read it out for you. Just because I appreciate it, I'll read it out for you, QQ. Is that even QQ? Here it looks like 0-0. But anyway, she's the director of the club. She's making deals like no other. She's the best at what she does. Oh, Marino will marry us. Chelsea, like Cher sing.
Yeah, QQ, you got to put some more thought in that.
You got to put a bit more thought and also a bit more rhyming.
Yeah, you've got to have some flow. You've got no flow.
The only thing that rhymes is does and us, but there's no rhymes before or after.
Yeah.
So try to work on that one again and come back later. I think that would be fair. Obviously, I'm watching different broadcast than you guys will, and different broadcast than Chester is. I'm watching it with Sky Germany. Obviously, living in Austria, we get Sky Germany here. So they're currently, I forgot this guy's face, and the other one is Ralf Honigstein, the athletic correspondent that lives in England but is German. He's there. And I forgot his name. He's some Liverpool Donny anyway. But is this Steve McManaman? I feel like it isn't, but he looks like him in my head. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. But is 3-0 your honest, genuine prediction, Jester?
I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. So 2-3-0.
Hey, I bloody hope so. Do you do the play predict on the Fifth Stand app, mate?
I do not.
You do not. What, do you purposely choose not to, or can you just not be bothered?
I can just, yeah.
Because I think it's always handy, because if you put something in there, you can't say, no, I predicted this, because either you did or you didn't.
No, well, I'm on video on YouTube.
That is true. But it's more difficult to screen record that than it is to just send a screenshot of your prediction.
Well, it's also on Twitter as well, so
Yeah, hey, there you go. That is fair. Maybe after years we enter a match with Liverpool as favourites. Excuse me? Oh, we enter a match as the favourites. Okay. Took me a second to understand that statement. Sorry, Arjun. And I probably butchered your name again. Very sorry. Yeah. But we might be. I mean, England obviously doesn't see it that way because they think Anfield is the greatest thing, since sliced bread. Probably greater than sliced bread in their opinion. Even though I don't think sliced bread is that great. Just buy normal bread and slice it yourself. But anyway.
I don't eat bread.
It does make a difference. Sorry, what was he going to say?
I don't eat bread. And I don't think that the bookmakers have us as favorites.
That's what I'm saying, because of Anfield. If it was at Stamford Bridge, I think we might be favourites. But Anfield, they don't think so.
Yeah, look, a home crowd can be a blessing, but it can also be a curse. If you fall behind early and you're in your home crowd and it's silent, or you got some booze going around, that does the exact opposite to what a cheering home crowd does. That takes energy out of you. Look, you get an early goal in this game, in this match, and it's going to be very difficult for any team to come back against us because the way we play, the defense we have, the keeper is not going to get beat from distance anymore.
Which is how they often beat us, like Salah, Henderson, Robertson. There was a fair few long distance goals that they had against us, which hopefully, and touch wood, fingers crossed, doesn't happen with Edouard Mendy in goal. The UEFA's goalkeeper of the bloody year, might I add, not bloody Alisson. No one cares about him. What can I see here? I don't see a Chelsea win, but a bit overconfident. All right, Arvin, fair enough. Andrew's saying Anfield is not a factor. These players have played in more hostile stadiums. Now, that's
not in a year.
First of all, not in a year and a half, but also, have they? Like, I'm not sure. How many of them have played away in Turkey? If you've played away in Turkey, you've played in a more hostile stadium. Maybe Havertz and Werner, I suppose, but he's not playing because of the Bundesliga. But do you know what I mean? I'm not sure.
I can say Christian Pulisic has, but he's not playing because even when we play in the States versus Mexico, it's a pro-Mexico crowd. So
yeah, but are they more hostile than Anfield?
Well, they throw stuff at you, like bottles and everything else.
That is true. Like in France, for the Nice-Marseille game.
No, it is that. It's people won't come on the pitch because there's actually armed policemen in the stadium.
Yeah, in America, it's a bit different.
But it's terrible. I mean, Gio Reyna got hit in the head with a water bottle.
Yeah.
But during the celebration.
Sorry, go on.
So yeah, he has. Of course, he's not playing, so it really doesn't matter. So in the last year, no, we have not really played in a hostile stadium at all.
Exactly that, but I don't even think Anfield is about being hostile. I think Anfield is just Anfield, and not every game, not every day, but in big games they have a tendency to do so. They aren't a negative to their away side, but they're an extreme positive to their home side, and that's because Liverpool, more than other clubs, there's a bit more of an identification between club and fans, which other fans and other clubs don't have. I'm not saying we don't have it. I'm saying in general, some other clubs don't. And I think that's more the factor of Anfield rather than it being hostile. Do you know what I mean? Like, stadiums in England are never going to be that hostile. Like, you're only going to be abused. And, every now and again, some idiots throw some coins on the pitch, right? But in general, because there's not this whole, like, ultra scene or something as extreme as the, rivalry between Mexico and the US, which is more of a, I suppose to some extent, a racial difference as well, not just, we like different football teams. There's
a lot of history. There's a lot of history there, so it goes beyond football. So it really is
saying football like a proud Englishman.
Look, I got to learn the vernacular if I'm going to be speaking with English.
I saw your tweet the other day. I replied as well. That was hilarious. I can't remember it all anymore, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, I use spliff. I'm learning. So
doing very good. Although I will say, I did recently watch an interview with Roy Keane, and apparently, and I know Irish people. I've never heard an Irish person call it that, but maybe in Southern Ireland. And when I say Southern Ireland, I don't mean the Republic. I mean in the southern part of the Republic. Roy Keane calls football soccer for some reason, which I'm slightly confused about. He calls Gaelic football. Maybe when they're super Irish, they call their own football the football and have to give the other thing a different name. Maybe it's one of those. I worry about Alonso. It could be peak for him today. Well, it could score a winner. That'd be peak.
But look, you can always get a good Alonso, and there's always the potential for a bad Alonso. We all know that. His deficiency is his pace and his awareness on defense. Look, it is what it is. Tuchel thinks that he can bring in something to this game. Maybe we're looking to see if Mo Salah is going to play defense today. And that's why you have more offensive wing back in there.
Could be. I mean, you might make a fair point, to be honest. It's a tough one to call at some point. Like, You know, it's a big game. It's a big game. If it was as easy as you know as other games, betting wouldn't be a dangerous thing to do for some people. Yeah. Let me just put this on in my ear because the interview Thomas Tuchel. Just let me listen if he says anything interesting.
You have to give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Of course, man. I mean, Thomas Tuchel is giving his usual type of interview, I can't lie, saying, oh, it's going to be difficult, but we're going to try our best. You know, manager waffle, nothing particularly interesting, I can't lie. Big up Josh, big up Andrew, by the way, both of you guys. And everybody, if you're watching right now, please be sure to subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. Subscribe to my personal channel. Link is down in the description. Just hit my name, like it says up there. Just hit that name down in the description. Takes you straight to my channel. And smash the like button here as well. Let's get to, I don't know, 80 likes. That'd be brilliant to start with. And the other thing is, use the super chat function if you want to support the channel, as always. Arteta and George making my day. Arteta and George. Fair to search the web. How about we don't do that, right? What can I see? Yeah, Thomas Tuchel is still waffling. I can't even lie to you. Thomas Tuchel is still waffling. But yeah, now we're just looking at the team warming up here, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm just waiting for Jester to come back because I haven't actually had time to eat. So I have food here, which I will eat. But I'm going to wait for Jester to be back so I can mute myself and he can do some talking. So you don't have like my, eating noises in your ear. Because we're not here to do eating ASMR. That's not the content we're here for. See, Gallagher got 2 goals today. I did, yeah, Andrew. I did. 2 goals against West Ham. But is that game done? Is that game done? Did it finish 2-2?
What, Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-2.
Finished 2-2. There you go. Jester, you're going to have to do a little bit of talking for me because I'm going to have to do a little bit of eating and I want to mute myself so not everybody has my eating noises in there. Brilliant. Yeah. But, they're just warming up now. There's not really that much more to add, quite frankly. So, we're just waiting for kickoff. 9 more minutes. I'm excited.
Do you want to see what I have on my screen?
Yeah, go on. Brilliant.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, what channel is showing it in the US, mate?
Well, it's actually on network TV, but I'm watching it on the Peacock app.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the streaming app, so...
That makes sense. It will be interesting how far behind me you'll be. Obviously, I'm watching the Sky Germany stream, but it's still like Sky Go. I'm not sure if you know what Sky Go is, Jester, but it's like a bit different. So let's see how that goes, I suppose, in the end.
Yeah. So if we're a little bit behind, try not to do spoiler alerts in the comments. If you can.
The problem is more that I might spoil you, Jester. That's more my fear, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I'll just put my husband hearing on and not listen. That's a married joke. If anybody out there is married, you have a husband hearing. It's like your wife is talking, you tune them out. Yeah. Yes, on NBC, but I'm watching it on the Peacock app because it usually has better visuals. So if you get a 4K TV and it's in 720p, it doesn't look very good.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. But that's generally a problem. Like the technology is like far, but then everybody's streaming and no streams are in 4K, so it's kind of like half pointless.
Yeah, it's everybody says, "Well, I have a 4K TV. Why isn't it 4K?" Well, guess what? The stream is not in 4K. You don't have a 4K signal. You're not going to have 4K visuals.
Exactly that. But that's exactly the problem. What are people discussing here? Josh and Charlie. I'm not really sure what you're discussing, to be honest. But fair enough. I'm confused. I haven't seen a Charlie in the chat, so I don't know who you're talking to, Josh. Slightly confused. But anyway, a couple of more ads before the game starts. Again, I'm just looking forward to it, I'm just excited. Do you get that as well, Jester, where this mix of like excitement, but obviously slightly, nerves as well? Because, you're very confident, right? So maybe you get it slightly less, but it's like, I'm excited, But if we lose, then I'm kind of, the anticipation of being annoyed later already annoys me now.
Well, again, I'm not really worried about teams this year. I'm not that. First of all, I'm not the type of fan that hand wrings over, oh, this team is so good. I don't think, man for man, there is a better squad in the world in club football than the squad we have right now. And it's going to get better before the transfer window shuts. You're going to see a Jules Koundé come in, and most likely an Aurelien Tchouameni come in. There is no squad that has
interesting if he actually comes in now. Now that Seoul apparently has decided against it for potential lack of game time.
Yeah, and can I say that every ITK has taken an L this summer. All of them. There is not one of them that can say, oh, I got 100%, because it's just been that much madness going on.
And this isn't, well, maybe you are, but for me, it's not even trying to take the piss out of In the Know people, because we were clearly linked with Seoul. We were clearly favourites, to sign him, and Atletico wanted to get rid of him. But, and that was what was being reported. But obviously no one kind of considered the chance that Seoul might just say no.
Well, again, everybody has their spin on the deal. My spin is we were waiting to see what happened to Monaco, right? If Monaco gets into the Champions League, the Tchouameni deal can't happen, right? Because they want to keep him for to do something, because he's their best player. But they didn't. So you had to put a backup plan in place. The backup plan was Saul. They didn't make the Champions League. By the way, it's the first time that the away goals thing kept a team from winning a game. Because if it was last year's rules, then Monaco would have been in. So,
I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't even necessarily disagree. It's just a case of football has gone away from like the Invincibles in 2004. Do you know what I mean? So even as great as our team is, as great as our coach is, as great as most or all of our players are, you can't win every game. Like,
oh no,
well, you can, but you're very, very unlikely to. So even if you're not nervous in terms of ability, squad, one like just head to head, there's still always a chance you lose, because otherwise you win every game, and that wouldn't be boring for us. But if we did it for 10 years straight, it would.
Yeah. I don't expect us to win every game.
Yeah.
I'm going to predict that we're going to win every game, because that's the confidence I have in the squad and our manager. I'm not one of those fans that go, oh, we're going to lose. There's no way we can beat that team, because with the squad, the talent in the squad, and the brilliance of our manager, that's just not the case. We should be confident going into it. If you want to look at somebody with confidence that's based is almost arrogance. I don't know if you know Boovy, Man City fan, but he always thinks Man City is going to win, and they're going to crush teams. I have that same feeling with Chelsea Football Club right now.
See, that's interesting, because I was talking about this earlier today to someone, and I'm still yet to see Tuchel, or not necessarily Tuchel at all, but our team isn't like Man City. We don't tend to crush teams on a regular basis like Man City do. And I still hope that that's something Tuchel can instill in our team. Like, we could have battered Arsenal last week, but no, the way it went, it had to finish at 2-0. And now, like, City already have, like, the goal difference. They beat them 5-0. Sure, they got a man sent off. I get that. And made things easier. But still, we could have comfortably scored 3 or 4, but we didn't. And that's still something that I think our team needs to slightly evolve into. But that's also partly because the forward players, aside from now Lukaku, are very young, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you could see that passes were needed to be made that weren't made. Mm-hmm. We could have had 5 or 6 in that match. We really could have. But you're looking at a Man City squad that's been together for a year. Besides Grealish, all of those players have been together for multiple years. We haven't. We don't even have a year under this manager yet. Let that sink in. This manager has not been at this club for a year. And before his year's up, he could have 3 major trophies. The 3 big trophies in Europe, and when 1 trophy or 2 trophies in Europe and 1 in the world, as in the Champions League, the Super Cup, and the Club World Cup, all before his 1-year tenure. So, you're on mute. You're still on mute.
Thank you. I said the slight problem you have at Chelsea is that very often managers aren't in charge for much longer than that 1 year you're talking about. So, for us, it might be an advantage if a manager has not been in charge for too long. But hopefully, Thomas Tuchel can finally change that. But the players are on the pitch. The Klopp is clapping. Not sure what they're clapping for, but something. And Lukaku got play on the way, but everyone kneeled for, Black Lives Matter. But Lukaku had already passed the ball, and then he kneeled back down. That was funny. But here we go again. Lukaku gets the game underway. How far behind me are you, Jester, roughly?
Well, I don't know, because my stream's bugging. I might have to go to network TV.
Well, you let me know once you have a stream going, and then we'll see how far behind me you are.
I'm on the 6th second, 7.
Okay, then you are about 12, 13 seconds behind me, which is a bit unfortunate because I can't pause this and wait. Is the problem?
No, you just do you. We'll work it out, and maybe then if something happens, you can give the initial reaction, and I can maybe give you the technical reaction to.
Yeah, if you're okay with that. Obviously, some people really don't like being spoiled. So if you're okay with that, obviously, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my stream to actually go into 1080p. Good Lord.
I'm just hoping that nothing happens in the bottom right screen part of my screen because my laptop's covering my monitor there. So I can't see nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 monitors and they're on an arm so I can move them around. Because I work.
Not everybody's as fancy as you, Jester.
Well, this is what I do for a living. I work at my computer for a living. You have to have the equipment to do your job.
That is true. But yeah, Liverpool are in possession right now. Fabinho with an awful touch, but still they keep the ball. And so far, you have been correct. It's Mason Mount on the left, Kai Havertz on the right, by the way. Obviously in a 3-4-2-1 formation. When did it actually go from being called a 3-4-3 to being called a 3-4-2-1? When did that change happen? Big up, guys. See you at halftime. See you later, Andrew, and everybody watching. Stick around if you fancy it. Have us on in the background. Alonso already got spun by Salah, but got back in, thankfully. Now he got mugged by Salah.
Yeah.
Clear that. Reece James, lovely headed clearance. Liverpool piling up some pressure here, but thankfully ball's out of play. Chelsea with the throw in close to their own box. It's fun, isn't it? I know this is like a 4th competitive game of the season already, but weirdly, I prefer just off-season to pre-season. I think pre-season is really annoying because I'm just kind of always waiting because, come on, let's get things seriously going now.
Right. Yeah. I'm probably about 15 seconds, but this is how we started against Arsenal. If you don't remember,
100%.
They were on the front foot, and then we make minor adjustments into the game, and the way we're playing, we see how they're going to attack us, and you make those little tweaks. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, let's hope so. But it's also a case of, just getting settled into a game. And sometimes it's a bit different than other times, I suppose.
Yeah.
Chelsea, I'm not sure if... Did we just have a throw in, straight to Liverpool? Are we stupid? What are we doing? We should get our own throw-in coach, like Liverpool have.
That's all right. AC got you.
It's true. He does got us. And yes, like Sammy put here in the chat, we will have a timer soon. It was meant to be here today, but it didn't quite work out how we actually wanted it to. Oh, did I wonder there is here? You are live. Okay. Sorry. As your message from earlier, I didn't see it until
Yeah. You can go from private to stream chat, which is nice because on StreamYard you.
Go on.
Good or bad? Woo.
Well, good for us, but almost not good. Kai losing the ball in midfield. Then a few.
I saw that. I got it.
And then Harvey Elliott with a shot from distance, and he pulled it about 3, 4, 5 inches wide. Not sure many would have had it covered, to be honest. But relax. It's an away game. You can't start every game perfectly. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to get into it. We're going to settle into it. We're going to be good. Yes, that is a problem, to be fair, by Kirito. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But, oh no, Anthony Taylor's reffing. Yeah, that is half of the problem. That is half of the problem. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah. So happy birthday to Alonso, by the way.
You mean Aspie?
Aspie, excuse me, and I said Alonso. Wrong A name.
Close enough. Both Spanish. Both
ignore me.
Happy
birthday to Dave. Dave, we'll just call him Dave.
Exactly.
So
we'll just call
it is the 28th day, is it not? Or
it is,
now I know.
It is.
Now I know why his number's 28.
There you go. Maybe that's why. Liverpool, as usual, ignoring Klopp's appeal not to sing a certain chant, but who's surprised? But anyway, Mane in possession right now, but not really doing much, playing it wide to Robertson. Havertz with a decent challenge, but Robertson keeps the ball.
Oh, Jorginho. Heading is not your game, dude.
No, it isn't. Go on, Reese. Havertz brought down by Fabinho. A bit of an unnecessary cutback there by Havertz, to be honest. We have a donation here. Brilliant. By Suita. Sorry if I butchered your name.
That should be a yellow.
Saying, come on, Chelsea. Exactly. Come on, Chelsea. Let's hope we can get this done. 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Chelsea with a free kick on the halfway line. If this referee had a brain, he would give a yellow card here because it doesn't get more tactical than that foul. But it's Anthony Taylor, so what can you expect?
Yeah, that's a pegged on yellow. He didn't play the ball. He just took the player out.
Whew, that was close. You'll see in a second what I mean.
Oh, no. That's not close. It looks like he's outside the line on my TV.
I thought it was somewhat questionable as well, but not even Lukaku questioned it. So it's like, all right, shut up, Matic. Not Matic. Matip is losing his head. Send him off.
That's got to be a descent yellow.
Whew, what a touch from Mason, though. Gorgeous. That's what I like to see. When was this Chester interview to be a presenter? Means Crofty to be on next, surely. Hey, excuse you. I'm not sure. I mean, I rate Crofty, so I'm not sure if you're trying to take a dig at Chester. I think Chester's absolutely fantastic. I think Fergie's son agrees, actually, but I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, Mason went down pretty easy, but if you're going to stick out your leg like that, you're going to get what you deserve.
Oh. Right, well, we didn't get anything from the actual free kick, but we have a corner. That nearly fell to Rudiger as well. Corner here, taken by Reece James. Which is interesting.
In swinger?
Yeah. Poor corner. I hate it. Honestly, the worst thing is to me when after the corner's played in, the ref gives it an attacking foul. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you cannot tell me that you saw everything in there. Like, that is physically impossible. I'm not a fan when they just randomly give offside foul. No one was on the floor, so what is he talking about?
And there was a Liverpool player on the floor.
Oh, was he? Okay, I missed it.
Yeah.
Fair play. I take it back, Anthony. Take it back.
But it's like if you're a defensive player, why don't you you should have one person that's designated to drop to the ground, because if they see him on the ground, it's just going to be a foul every time.
But you should probably change it because it's always the same one, a good referee. So maybe not Anthony
Right.
Taylor. Will after a while get the idea.
Anthony Taylor would be like, "Why are you fouling him all the time?"
Or Liverpool played their way out of that throw-in pressure from us very well, to be fair. Come on, someone get on him. Oh, keeper! Oh, thank God Jordan Henderson is god-awful. Oh, that we got away with one there. This is the only thing I'm sometimes questioning about Reece James. He doesn't look like he's ever fully sprinting. I'm like, he didn't look like he was sprinting, unless that's what he looks like when he's fully sprinting. But it didn't look like it to me.
Yeah, I don't know if he's conserving energy for a 12-round fight, but
I feel like that was not the moment to wait. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
anyway, now random free kick given to Liverpool for a normal challenge in my books. But anyway, Liverpool with the free kick about 40 yards from goal, 35 maybe, 40. Obviously going to be a delivery by Trent Alexander-Arnold or potentially Robertson, apparently, who's just walked up to it. So we'll see. Chelsea looking vulnerable at the moment. To be fair, we are. Van Dijk with the header. Mendy catches no problem at all. 10 minutes played. Van Dijk is down. Holding his head.
Does the ball hit him in the head?
I don't know. I've never seen a referee being so concerned about any footballer. Anthony Taylor is clearly a Liverpool fan. That's outrageous. Take him off the pitch.
I think. I'm not going to say it. I think this is a look at me. I am a
great referee.
I'm a great referee, and I was the person who saved Christian Eriksen.
It's true.
Oh no! I think my yard guys are here.
What are you?
Yeah, the guys doing the mowing the yard.
There you go. Well, let's see how loud it gets. You'll be okay. Oh, what the bloody hell are you? Oh, really? Oh my days! I've never had such a heart attack in my life. You'll see in a second. You look like a clown in clown shoes.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this is great tech from Rudiger right there. Did you see that?
I mean, Havertz kind of ruined that attack. I can't even lie to you. Oh, that's good. Well done. Relax, boys. Relax. Rudy pace. Okay. Oh, offside. I was like, how's he giving a free kick for that? We shaky right now, Tyrese. I mean, relax. I don't feel like we're shaky. It was one moment where it was dangerous. One. Well, let's see.
Yeah. We look like this again. Look, we look like this every time on the first 15, 20 minutes before we kind of settle into the game and do our thing. So
it is dangerous, though. It is dangerous. Like, we can't forever do this because some people will punish us early.
But we always knew that Liverpool were going to come out like a ball of fire,
Which is why I don't understand why we're letting them overload us so much on certain sides. Like, just be a bit more disciplined in a few moments. But, we'll be fine. We've had our own moments. Unfortunately, we haven't quite played them out right to end up with actual chances, but we've had moments.
But if you don't concede early...
Ooh. Lukaku ruined it all!
I haven't seen it yet, so...
You'll see it now, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a bad pass. It was a bad pass.
Play to Havertz. Havertz is in front of goal by himself otherwise.
Yeah, I think he realized that after he played the ball.
Yeah, but even if he does play to Mason, it wasn't even a good pass either. But it was a wrong decision and a bad pass.
But you have got to book these guys for dissent. At some point, you're going to have to book these guys for dissent.
There's another thing of Anfield. That was a foul on Jorginho, man.
There's a foul on Kante, too. Yeah, they're weed eating at the back fence. So if you can hear that, let me know. I'll go mute for a little bit.
I can't hear anything. I mean, guys, put it in the chat if you can hear some bad background noise from Jester, but I can't hear anything. So
When they mow in front of my office, you will.
yeah.
So I'll just put it on mute because I'm at the run out and pay the guys anyway. So
Yeah. No worries, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, just Liverpool having in possession with their defenders. We're trying to press them, but not like crazy. Did you hear this, Jester? Gary Neville, the other day after the Arsenal game, said that Chelsea are not a pressing team. I'm like, excuse me, what have you said? We've been a pressing team since 2018. What the hell are you talking about? Like, even Lampard, sure, it wasn't a great press, but it was still a press. It was back since Conte is the last time we didn't press. I don't understand what he was talking about.
Well, I think there's a different ways to press, right? You have Liverpool's full out 100% press. We don't do that.
Oh, Alonso, well done there. Kante and Jorginho are both struggling so far here. Corner Liverpool. Give him time, Mudmuller. Give him time. You can't just, after like 15 minutes in a game, say he's not smart. Sure, he made the wrong decision, but, you know, everyone does every now and again.
Who's not smart?
Lukaku. The comment said, Lukaku is strong but not smart like Drogba.
Oh, Lord. It is not FIFA.
It is not FIFA. Why do set pieces sometimes take so long? It's so weird.
Well, because Anthony Taylor's a brat.
Yeah. Delivered. Kante clears it. Right, Alisson played it straight back to Mendy. Brilliant. Wag one for RJ, man. We're getting our number on that side. It's true. Reece needs to get in position a little bit more because he's not really done anything offensively yet. So there's no like, you know, okay, at least he's doing that if he's out of position defensively all the time. So he needs to sort himself a little bit. I can't lie. Good tackle from Mane. You can't even lie.
Stickle he's not even in the technical box, so he must be okay.
Yeah.
He must be okay with what he's seeing because he's sitting down.
Oh, Lukaku. Not a great cross on his weak foot.
See, he's much more physical than people give him credit for.
Who's that?
Lukaku.
More physical than people give him credit for.
No, because everybody's like, oh, VVD is going to handle him. No.
Oh, no.
It's a poor cross from Alonso. Kante with turnover.
It's still 0-0. Yes, it is. We're not losing. I mean, not right now, anyway.
Yeah, and if this is best, look, Liverpool their press is going to relax at some point in the game because you cannot do this for 90 minutes. It's not physically possible. So if
we just need to hold out for, you know, we just need to still be in it when that happens. And or just use our counter-attacking moments, and we could have done it on a couple of occasions already. This Harvey Elliott kid, to be fair, he's a good player.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think Klopp would put a bad player out there unless he had to, like last year.
Hands. Ref, are you? Thank you.
I think he was.
I mean, it was clearly handball. I don't know what they're all crying.
I think he was looking for advantage.
No, not by the ref. I mean, Henderson is moaning after. Like, what? You stop moaning.
They're all moaning. They've moaned about every call so far. At some point, you have to book them for dissent.
And that's half of what Anfield does. You know, we talked about Anfield earlier. Half of that is that with Anfield, a lot of their players get away with things like that often. And not even because Anfield is always so loud, but it's still this stigma in the refs' heads.
Well, again, if that's a problem, you don't want to be a ref anymore.
No, but it's still true.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that if you're influenced by the crowd, you should not be a ref.
Maybe you should not. Maybe you should not. Someone saying, yeah, this Lukaku real test. Give him time. Give him time. By that logic, Salah's got awful because he hasn't done anything other than a few silly back heels to Harvey Elliott. So Alonso is grinding these days, you know. He gets stuck in. Corner. Ref! I'm like, how the hell did you not see that? I mean, not that like we're going to score from the corner, but you know.
Ball's clearly over the line.
Really, and now Klopp's moaning as if you've seen that, lad. And he clearly took a deflection as well. Like, this can't even be a debate to be had.
Why he doesn't have glasses on. Did you notice that? He has no glasses on.
Who? Klopp.
Klopp.
Maybe he's got contact lenses these days. Kai? Oh, come on, Kai! Yes! On the corner. I just said not like we're going to score. Who cares? Big man, Kai. Come on. Yes!
You muddied yourself. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. And that's why Kai Havertz plays.
Come on. Corner
and that's why Kai Havertz plays.
Kai Havertz at the near post. What a header that is, you know. What a header.
Yeah, it reminds me of Pulisic's third against Burnley.
I can't remember which one it was, but yes, like that. Very true. Very similar. Very similar.
And that's a hard technique.
Incredibly hard.
And that's unsavable right there. That's a beautiful ball.
Yeah, no, absolutely nothing the goalie can do about that. What a header. Brilliant. See, this is what we was talking about all of last year, and some people always disagreed or said I'm wrong or this or that or blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Kai isn't not just a great footballer. Kai is actually also good in the air.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a huge positive and a huge asset to have on a player that's, you know, also a good footballer, to be also so good in the air.
And this is why in my starting 11, I had Kai playing with Werner and Mount on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily disagree, but I would never think Tuchel does that. But that's right. For that reason, because Kai's too good. That's just why Timo's not playing.
Right, and Kai is that good. He can do everything on a football pitch.
100%. 100%. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. Isn't that what I want to see? I am very pleased. I am very pleased. Ladies and gentlemen, put it in the bloody chat if you're happy as well. What a header. He is tall. You silence the crowd. There you go. Lol, what a header. Pulisic Burnley header. Oh my OMFG. Brilliant. Blue. King Kai. Brilliant. Love that. We can park the bus now. Excuse you. No, we're battering them now. Go on there, the Chelsea fans. That's what I like to hear. Salah with the cross. Ay. Not sure what Mendy was doing there after, but, you know, we move. Goal-saving intervention from Aspilicueta there. Did I not see something? Oh, yeah. Wow. What with his thigh. Incredible. That would have been an easy tap-in for Mane otherwise. Brilliant from Aspi. Absolutely brilliant. But now Liverpool with the corner. Let's hope we know how to defend a front post. It's an awful delivery from Robertson, so that's you'll take those. Close them down. Come on, come out the back. Come out the box, boys. Come out the box. But yeah, Reece James has had a good start to the season. I mean, he didn't play against Palace. Obviously, only came on. But last week, assist and goal. So far already, got an assist. Sure, the haters on Twitter will now tell you it's not an open play assist, so basically doesn't count. Excuse me, are we 1-0 up or are we not? There you go. It counts.
An assist is an assist. It doesn't matter what it is.
Exactly. It helped us get a goal. That's all that matters. So Lukaku on the run by himself. Let's see how that goes. Well, he fell over the ball. But he kept the ball somehow. Mason? Wrong! No! Didn't fall to him. Robertson is so bad today. I mean, I'm not quite sure how Lukaku forgot the ball. It was like a bit of a Morata situation, that was. But, we move. I thought Mason was going to go for the shot like he did last year.
Yeah, he should have.
He probably should have, yeah. Even though the chip was a good idea. I was surprised that Matip read it, to be honest. Is it so warm in England? Lukaku's shirt looks like so wet.
It's a big man. A lot of perspiration.
That's true. Maybe he just poured water over himself as well. You never know. Reece, don't just pass it to Mane, you mug. Mendy. Good save. Oh, my days. N'Golo, there you go. Hit on the break now. Go on. Play Mason. Oh, he was in now. Go on, Kai. Wrong offside. Kai. Oh, no. Why do we never play out our counters properly?
Is that getting loud for you?
I can hear it, but it's bearable in my opinion. But I obviously have also this in my ear. So, but why didn't Kai just play Lukaku in immediately? Because he was on. Maybe he wasn't sure he was on, I suppose. But Kante should have played Lukaku as well. Would have been even easier.
Yeah. Let me run outside real quick and I get you guys some money. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. No worries. But ladies and gentlemen, while Jester is gone for half a second, Chelsea should be, well, I suppose Liverpool already arguably should have at least scored one with Henderson, but we should have scored 2 or 3 by now. But hey, we're going to do this. Liverpool with the ball now. Harvey Elliott at the edge of our box. But Aspie cleared it. Kante on the ball, plays it back to Rudiger. We love Chelsea. Yes, we do. Pass the ball, Havertz, for, FFS. There you go. Rudy. Kante close. Kante. Man, we don't close players down. And it really triggers me, boys. I'm telling you. We just don't close people down when they have the opportunity for a simple cross. Awful set-piece defending from Liverpool. Like, Kai Havertz had so much space. I mean, it's such a difficult header that there's no guarantee he pulls it off anyway. But it's such a difficult header. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Werner would have benefited from the counter. Yeah, see what Werner might have just spotted in the end anyway. So, you can't really say he would have been better than Havertz or Mount or Lukaku or whatever you want to say. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not quite as simple. But yeah, right now we're just seeing replays of our goal. Not sure why we're not seeing what's happening on the pitch, to be honest. Are we doing a drinks break? Is it that hot in Liverpool? I can't believe this. What's going on? What? Thomas Kalai. I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever you did, thank you. You made the thingy beep. So appreciate it. Whatever you did. Jorginho is down injured. I didn't even know until now. What's going on? I'm not sure what the situation is. The camera is not showing it very well. The medical staff from Chelsea are blocking things. That's an interesting little average position thing that they're showing up here. I reckon Jorginho will be fine. It's Jorginho. You know, it's like Thomas Müller always said, he can never be injured because he doesn't have any muscles to tear. It's a bit like that for Jorginho. I mean, obviously, it could be joints, but I reckon it'll be fine. I've never seen Jorginho have to come off. Cover might come on, you reckon? We'll see. Nah, he's running it off. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. But for now, we're a man down in midfield, which is obviously not ideal. So hopefully Jorginho can come on immediately. Obviously, Mason will now drop in, you'd presume. Oh, no, Jorginho's already back on. And won the ball back. Although it bounced from him to Fabinho, unfortunately. You can see now Kai's also getting more vocal on the pitch these days, getting more confident, but getting more vocal with the team, which is good to see. Jester, what you missed is you literally only missed Jorginho being down and being treated, but he's back on the pitch. Seems fine. So.
Yeah, I walked in, I saw him down. I was like, "Who? Well, where's the red card?"
To be honest, I don't even know how it happened. I think during the corner, because then we just saw about 15 replays of our goal, and next thing we knew, Jorginho was on the floor. So I have no idea how it happened.
Yeah, well, I know he kind of picked up a niggle in the Euros with his knee too. Wasn't it against?
To be fair, yeah.
So this is the importance of getting a fourth midfielder that we can actually play with.
100%. I mean, not that fourth midfielder would have played today, but still. Oh, Kante, that's a poor ball. Relax, boys. Just relax. You know, we're in the lead. Calm it down now. Calm it down. We're just defensively very good. Like, I know they had one or two moments, obviously. Usby last ditch against Mane, and then obviously earlier in the game, Henderson. But in general, like, we're just defensively very good.
It's going to be a corner.
Do you think?
Yeah, it was deflected.
I didn't even notice. Ain't sold deal off. Yeah, we're talking about Tchouaméni. But also, who knows? Maybe Sol changes his mind again. You never know.
Yeah, again, if you ever watch Aurelien Tchouaméni play, you'll never want Declan Rice in your team.
Declan Rice. Can we close people down? Good clearance from Alonso. Bad clearance from Kante.
Yeah, you don't want to give him space. Good Lord, Kante. This is not his finest moment so far.
No. I would like Lukaku to be a bit higher, to be honest, but also we never get the ball high enough to him. That's why he started to drop a bit, but hey-ho. It is what it is. So far, possession is 58% to Liverpool, 42% Chelsea, but, you know, we're 1-0 up, so who cares about possession?
Right. It's that's possession stat is great if you're winning.
Yeah. We're not Pep Guardiola, who goes to Anfield at 60% of the ball but loses 3-0, do you know what I mean?
And this is fine because they're going to end up. Klopp is going to get impatient at some point.
Yeah, that's true. But good catch, Mandy. Very good catch.
We got a super
I don't even know what this means when this shows up. Who is Olivia Krishna? What did she do? She's not in the chat. Has she just arrived? Or what? I'm so confused. Like I said, this new program that we use for the streaming, I'm not quite on it just yet. But Reece with the ball, Kante with the ball outside the box now. With what I wasn't sure whether he tried to chip the goalie or whether he tried to cross it. It was bad either way. Press, lads. Kante or Makelele, who's better? As a footballer, Kante. Specific to one position, Makelele.
I never watched Makelele play, so I'm not going to...
To be honest, I only saw Makelele very late in his career as well, so I'm not the biggest expert of all time either, I will say. I think my age hinders me slightly. Has Mount made an appearance yet? I mean, Mount's done a lot of things. Not quite like Hakai in terms of scoring, but you know.
No.
Oh, someone! Oh, Aspie, what a man! Kante, what a man! Love that from you, man. Come on, hit now, Mason. Switch it. Rom. Deflected. That the runs from Kai and Rom didn't really make sense to me here, if I'm honest.
Well, I think they're not used to playing each other, but Rom likes to go out to that right hand side.
No, that's fine. But once Mason was actually close to the box, I thought Kai needed to go.
He should have kept going. He should have kept going the direction he was going.
Exactly.
He would have ran it.
I thought Mason was going to play it to Alonso for the cutback, but Mason didn't. So then Kai's run didn't make sense. Go on. Rom, the strength. Go on, lads. Please. Why didn't you play him? Mason! No! Romelu, why do you refuse to pass to Havertz for flip's sake, man?
Oh my gosh, he just made such a beautiful run.
What are you doing, Romelu? Havertz should have had a hat-trick already. Oh, Mason's shot was actually going in, if not for Robertson.
But still, that's what Big Rom can do. And that's on Virgil van Dijk again. No, it's Matip.
No, it's Matip, yeah.
So Ryan in the mud. Matip just got spun.
Rom, why don't you just play in Kai? He's 1-on-1 with the keeper, chips him, easy peasy. We're 2-0 up, man. We just always see. This is what I meant earlier when I said we're not like City. We just don't smack teams.
I'm gonna give them a little slack because they haven't played together. But the second game.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be like too harsh on Lukaku here, but thankfully Harvey Elliott is awful. What I'm trying to say is, as a team, you know, it's not like just Romelu. There was another occasion where Havertz messed up the last pass, where it wasn't even about playing together. It's just there. Just pass it to him, please. Or other situations. We just have a tendency to let big chances go. Usually, you know, we might win anyway, but still.
Yeah, we need to get a second here and push on.
For sure.
And that could have been dangerous.
Could have been, yeah.
It's a hard technique to get right, though.
I don't think it was selfish from Lukaku. You can't say it's selfish, Emmanuel, because he did
made the pass
to the wrong guy. And Mason still almost scored, to be fair to him.
Yeah, so...
But the other one would have been an
easier pass.
A real sitter, as we say. Manchester United fan here. What do you think about Ronaldo going against your defence? I'm here because I have £500 riding on Chelsea. You probably put that bet on before you signed Ronaldo. But, hey, all the best to him against our defence. But I think the problem will more be that we will outscore United. But United will just play so defensive again against us because that's all Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's going to do. So Lukaku will have like 3 touches of the ball all game. So, you know. What do you mean? Why on earth did Liverpool get a free kick here? I don't understand. But Liverpool with a free kick, 37 minutes played, nearly 38 minutes played.
They were using a blower in front of my window.
I can't even hear it.
No, I had it on mute. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Mendy, good catch again. Very good catch.
Mad Mullah. I think that's unfair to say about Lukaku. He's played with his teammates for now a second game. How does he know what run they're going to make and when they're going to make those runs? Give them some time. I think that that's an unfair thing to say right now.
I agree. Give it a little bit more time. Oh, that's not what I tried to click.
And his job is to put the ball in the back of the net, so I really don't care. if he's not a maestro on the ball.
While we play this system, his job is also to feed the others. Like that's obviously how Kai played in that role.
Oh yeah, but again, he had 7 assists last year in Serie A, 24 and 7.
11 even.
Or I think maybe it was 11 overall. And 7, I don't know, something like that. But he will assist. We just have to give him time to play together, and let's not be reactionary.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV or subscribe to our personal channel. Link is down in the description. Just to say, Kante, what a tackle. Win that, Rudy. Trent, awful. Come on, boys. Hit them. Wrong goal. The communication between our boys today has been absolutely shocking. But not just with Lukaku, all of them. Absolutely awful. Kante down, man, is he? Not again. I mean, that's not looking great from goal, I can't lie, which is not what I like to see. He hasn't even tried to get up yet, so that's not looking good for his left knee. And Kante's been very good, other than his weird clearance.
I don't even know what they're working on. I can only see the back of his shirt.
Ooh, that's not good for the knee. Ooh, that's not good for the knee at all. The sideways twist when Mane fell on him, that is not good. But they're treating the ankle. Oh, then he's fine. If it's not the knee, he's fine.
Yeah, but he fell on the back of his leg.
No, I didn't mean to fall. I thought when he initially fell on his leg, it twisted his knee that way slightly, and that's where the ACL loves to go. That sideways movement the knees don't like.
Yeah, but he's had ankle issues already, so
it's true. Yeah, but ankles are at least, even if it's another issue, it's not like doing your ACL in at least. I don't understand this comment. If IRLC coming over tomorrow, I must start swinging.
I think he meant if RLC comes on the pitch.
Yeah, if RLC comes on over Kovacic, probably.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
They're already making a sub. They're taking Firmino off.
Are you serious?
Also, but don't you think that's a bit pointless? 3 minutes before halftime, you might as well have done it at halftime at this point.
Unless he's got an issue as well.
He looks fit.
Maybe he's sick.
Maybe. Well, he didn't go down the tunnel at all, so.
That is a weird substitution, though, 3 minutes before halftime.
Yeah. Oh, Kai, if he reads that.
That is awfully weird.
That is very strange, yeah.
Yeah, but Jota gives you nothing on defense.
He doesn't, but he is more dangerous offensively than Firmino is. Clear that. Clear that. Well done, Kai. Liverpool do have good movements between our lines, I will say that. I mean, they haven't made anything from it yet. The commentator said that Firmino went down the tunnel and is most likely injured. Did he? Okay, because what they showed on screen, he was going to the bench, not down the tunnel. But maybe it did after getting a drink and a jacket, maybe. Oh, what a tackle, Jorginho. Love that from you. If you don't book Salah now, he literally kicked the ball away. Every idiot is constant. Anthony Taylor is the most useless referee that has ever. Like, you can't. Like, since when is kicking the ball away not booked for? Every time it's booked for. Every time. Shocking.
Yeah, that's, again, he's let it go for so long. You know who's going to get it first? We're going to get it first.
100%.
The first time we say something, we're going to get it carded.
I reckon
Tuchel's going to go nuts.
Taylor.
Tuchel will go nuts. But I just don't like that type of thing. That's poor sportsmanship. That's being a whiny. That's being very whiny. You fouled him. Get on with the game. No need to kick the ball away and protest. You know, in other leagues, they would have had at least one person in the book for dissent already. Kante's okay.
He looks fine, yeah. But obviously, we'll know for sure after the break, I guess.
Okay. Good non-call. Come on, Ron.
Oh, great tackle, Christensen.
Haven't seen it yet. We'll see. There he is. There you go. Way to go. And see how he's the future.
You can. We need another CM man. Guys, don't stress it, all right? I know Jorginho was down. I know Kante, they're both fine. Oh, clear that. Clear. Oh, my days. You're going to see that. That's one of the most insane things I've ever seen. What's that hands from Reece? I didn't see it. My commentator said it, but I didn't see it. I thought it was his thigh, but I'm not sure.
I think it went thigh hand, which is not a penalty.
Because well, then that you shouldn't be a pen. But how does Mendy not get that one? Oh, Alonso, come on. Oh, we got so lucky there. Oh, my days. I mean, I don't know if that will give it as a pen. I mean, they shouldn't with the apparent new hand rules, but
down by his side, it went off another part of his body first.
Because if they give handball, will they send him off?
I don't know.
He will look at it himself? Okay. Well, that's bad because now it's Anthony Taylor's decision against Chelsea. He's already decided. He hasn't even seen it properly. He hasn't even seen it fucking properly. He hasn't even seen it properly. He has. I cannot believe this. Anthony Taylor is literally ruining our football club. Like, he didn't even look at it properly.
And now he's booked Rudiger.
Bring Kepa on for a penalty and then park the bus.
That is a terrible decision.
Come on, Mendy. Just do something here, because if we remain 1-0 up, we can still win this. But at 1-1, That is.
That was a horrible decision by the referee.
I'm not because I don't know the rules so well, but what I found so annoying, he came to the replay and without seeing the full replay, just made a decision.
I'm guessing he scored this.
Yes, he did. It's all kicking off now. Mendy has been booked. I'm not sure why.
Is he only booking Chelsea players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tuchel is now talking to the fourth referee. To be fair, the fourth referee is listening, at least. Like, he's not telling him to go away and whatever. This is why it pisses me off that we don't take chances. But also, Alonso and Mendy, come on, Mendy. I mean, I'm not sure if Mendy shouted, but if he did, why is Alonso jumping? Like, Mendy should just catch that, but then Alonso's head comes out. I don't like. It's one of their two's faults.
Well, like I always say about Anthony Taylor, all he's lacking is a line drawn down the middle of his head and two balloons on his shoulder, and he'd be walking around as a dickhead. So,
I mean, all the players are now talking to the referee, so I don't really know why. Oh my days. I love football, but I also hate it.
and that's what I think Rudiger is going to file a case against Mr. Taylor.
I still don't understand why everything kicked off after the penalty, though.
Because he went to kick the ball. Mendy went to kick the ball, and Henderson stuck his foot in there.
No.
It wasn't purposely. He didn't know Henderson was there. Yep. I'm gonna guess that Rudiger will come out at the end of this game and say that Anthony Taylor is racist.
I don't know, but guys, what on earth is going on here? Put it in the chat what you guys think about this. Do you think the penalty and then obviously red card? So obviously there is no like double jeopardy, but it's different in a case of denying a goal scoring opportunity. Obviously, a handball on the goal line, if given as a handball, is a red card, of course, right? Because otherwise that would be ridiculous. Because then what if he misses the pen, then you still have the player on the pitch, do you know what I mean? So obviously, but the problem is, and I'm like, I mean, Jester seems very sure, and my commentator seemed very sure as well, because it came off Reese's thigh onto his arm, which, by the way, is also what happened for Leicester when they made it 1-0 against us in the FA Cup final, right? Then they didn't give it as handball. Now they did. So, but I don't know if the rules changed again, or did they not? I have no idea.
Neither does Anthony Taylor. So let's be fair. He doesn't know what the rule is either. I'm guessing this.
But the annoying thing for me is honestly that it just seems like they didn't show him the thing properly. Like, he just turned up to the screen, looked at it for like not even 2 seconds, saw the end of a replay as it hits his hand, and the stop play where it is on his arm, but he didn't actually ever see the ball going from the leg to his arm. And then he already like turned around, gave the red card. So I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm looking at Twitter right now to see anybody coming and saying anything other than no, it's never a pen or never a red card. You might give it as a pen, but if it comes off your thigh, how are you supposed to know where the ball is going to go? I know he made a motion with his arm, but
well, it's not only are you not supposed, is it impossible to know? It's also, it comes off as like there's barely a split second between those two things happening. Let me show this, please. We have a super chat here, but AT saying never read a Spurs fan. Well, fair play. From as far as I'm aware, if he gives it as a penalty / a handball, he has to give a red card. That's how I understand the rules. It would be weird to me if he couldn't, because like I just explained, if it is a is that word, a penalizable offense, right? The way he touched the ball with his arm, then obviously it's denying the ball going over the goal line. So then you have to give a red at that point. The question is just, does it even constitute as a handball if it came straight off his thigh and bounced onto his arm? That's where the question comes from. But if that wouldn't be a handball, then it shouldn't be a penalty or a red, not either or. Like, it's either a pen and a red or neither. That's how I see it, but I'm not sure about you, Chester.
It's not even actually, I'm going to take that back. It's not even a penalty. According to the new rule change, that's not even a penalty. I'm sorry, but we all know that certain referees have an agenda against Chelsea Football Club. So I don't live in the UK. So you Chelsea fans that live in the UK, you get a petition started to have Anthony Taylor removed as a referee. And until you do something like that, I'm not saying do anything mean to Anthony Taylor. Let me get that correct. Do not do anything stupid. But you have your voices heard if you come up with a petition, get enough signings to that petition, and go from there. So again, don't do anything stupid like some people will. You have to understand that's whatever. Sleight of hand.
Again, I just honestly don't know the rules. That's my problem. That's why I can't really be like fully angry. The only thing I'm totally angry about is the referee not looking at VAR properly. That's what I'm angry about, because I don't know. I mean, if someone wants to get it up, the exact rulings, then fair dues.
That is not, no way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure, Jester, if you want to stay on and maybe react to a few things in the chat, but I'm going to go to the toilet quick.
Sure. Right, and then when you get back, I'm going to fix my lunch real quick.
You can go as well, but you can take a halftime break, up to you.
Well, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'll stick on. I'm sure you're not going to be a half hour or anything like that.
No. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, I agree. Hold on one second. I'm going to mute my mic for just 1 second to see what they're saying on TV. Well, that was useless. We do have a super chat. Unfortunately, I cannot put that up on the screen. I'm not the host, but I will read it out. We played well played well so far. Shouldn't have been a red. Reese was moving his body. Missed some yellows. Vietnamese American from Arizona. We got this. I used to live in Arizona. So Yeah, and I'm sure if we went on, so I would have to see some neutral fans' perspective on that. I actually want to see some neutral fans to know what they think. I think we had one Spurs fan say it was never a penalty, never a red card. So I don't know if we have any other neutral fans in the chat. Yes, I do watch the MLS, and yes, the officiating is much better and much more consistent than EPL refereeing. It has to be some of the worst refereeing I've ever seen in my life, and it's actually disgusting because it's the nobody knows what the handball rule is. By the way, I'm absolutely positive that even the referees do not know. So yeah, to have the best league in the world and have, well, I think that the thing is, if you give a pen, you have to give a red because it's an obvious denial of a goal scoring opportunity. However, if it comes off your leg, how are you to know it's going to your arm? Again, it's one of those things that, well, to be fair, you could bring Timo on and get a ball over the top. He gave a yellow for Mendy because he went to kick the ball away and he didn't know Jordan Henderson was there, and he kicked Jordan Henderson. He booked Rudiger for dissent. We have another super chat from Suitha. I hate this ref. I don't think anybody disagrees with you there. I really don't. Yeah, the Twitterverse is kind of going wild right now. Looks like Mateo Kovacic and Thiago Silva are warming up. Look, it's nobody. You can say that, but we had. We don't know if he received a call from Mendy. You don't know that. You weren't on the pitch. Look, Alonso's is not coming off the pitch. I don't think. From what I understand, Kovacic and Thiago Silva are warming up. Do we go to a back four? Again, you don't. I've played the game. If you don't get a shot from your keeper, your job is to follow through with the play.
I'm back again. So Ether, thank you for the super chat saying I hate this ref. Now I quickly texted my a friend of mine who is a referee, who the way he explained it to me was since July 1st. So basically the FA Cup final decision for Leicester, that was a wrong decision and that shouldn't have stood. But since 1st of July, it's not as clear anymore if it comes off another body part and hits the arm, that it's not handball. That rule doesn't exist like that anymore. It's apparently now more of a, there's more room for interpretation for the referee, whether the player might have meant to play the ball with his arm anyway, but it in the end came off his thigh or not. It's kind of more interpretation for the referee. So it's like, I'm not going to say Reece James meant to play with his hand, but he also didn't try to get his hand out the way and only go for it with his thigh. I still disagree with how he handled VAR. I still think that's outrageous, personally.
Yeah. He is. He's a joke man thing. I'm gonna drop off real quick, and I'm gonna go fix. I'm gonna eat a steak real quick.
Of course. There you go. Enjoy your steak, my friend.
All right. I'll be back. Hopefully, not too far into the second half. By the way, Kovacic and Thiago Silva are apparently warming up.
That would make sense, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe back four.
If Thiago's coming on, I doubt it.
We shall see.
Because it would probably mean, well, I don't know really. Probably for Kai, I presume. Thiago for Kai, Christensen right centre back, Aspi right wing back, probably. And cover for Kante then, if Kante might be injured, probably. I mean, you're 100% correct, obviously. What's this comment here that I tried to highlight? Yes, how would you naturally move your body to block that situation in a split second without moving your arms? Try it yourself. No, you're right. But there's also no proof that you didn't mean to. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the problem with handball in football. That's why it's a complicated rule. Like I'm not even trying to defend the ref. I'm trying to do the opposite here. I just think we need to be a little bit realistic. But if it's a pen, it's also a red card, unfortunately, in this situation. But yeah, Kovacic and Thiago Silva on for Kante and Havertz, which tells us that Kante is probably injured, which is very, very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Get in Liverpool. All right, go away, Jake. Go away, Jake. Also, yellow on Mendy was BS. Henderson was at fault. I didn't really see that one, to be honest. I'm not sure why. I literally is right there, but. But yeah, I mean, Lukaku, big job to do now because it was obviously rather ropes in the first half. Wasn't a particularly brilliant performance from him, in my opinion. He had one good moment, but the other ones, and Kai obviously very unfortunate to be the one that's taken off, but it was very obvious that it would be him. At some point, he will probably bring Timo on for Mason, probably. But Angola seems to have injured his ankle. Why put Emerson on loan and kept Alonso? What a disgrace. You can't blame Alonso here. Alonso had a great first 3 games, played decent so far as well. And then it's just as much Alonso's fault as it is Mendy's in that situation. Mendy needs to tell Alonso that he has it. And we don't know if he did. You know, it could be that you're right, but it could also not be. I guess that's all Anthony Taylor was looking for. RJ intend to get his arms out the way, and I guess RJ did not. Maybe it is that. Maybe it is that. Maybe it is that. But yeah, obviously this is going to be a difficult game for the rest of the game now. We can't, lie about that. That's for damn sure. Put it in the chat, guys, now. What do you think, as the Chelsea fans in the chat, what you hope for now? Are you seriously hoping for us to still win this? Or do you think we should just try to keep this 1-1 now and get it over the line? What would you do? And yes, he broke Kai off, obviously. He's never going to take Mount off, not in this situation, not with a man down. If you're a man down, you need the people that are most willing to run the most and most willing to go over the pain threshold. And Mason is one of the guys in our team that's most willing to do so, especially after you had to take Kante off as well. He needed to leave Mount on, who's the most midfielder type of the two, more than Kai is. A tie would be a good result, 100% EE, 100%. Klopp changing all their training sessions at the pool for the rest of the week so they can practice off the diving board. Oh, yeah. Liverpool, of course, dominating possession now. We need to win this, you still think? We think I think we should protest all ball referees, especially Anthony Taylor. He does this on a regular to our team. It's true. Close him down, man. Close him down, Alonso. Good block, Jojo. Liverpool are pressing us very, very, very hard right now. Let's see how long they can keep that up. Obviously, they're a man up, so. How to watch live, get. Alonso's definitely keeping Chilwell out of the team. I mean, for now he is, but let's not overdo it either. Your players was furious. They was furious as well. I don't really know why they lost it that much, to be honest. But hey, oh. I mean, that was awful from Jorginho. But thankfully, Rudiger cleaned up. That was not good from Jojo. Well done, Rudiger. Well done, well done, well done. How did James get a red card for Fabinho not booked? I'm not sure how Fabinho didn't get booked, but unfortunately, if he gives a penalty, he can't not give a red in this situation. The game can change. Yeah. Now that I see it again, to be honest, you can't even disagree. He moves his arm forward to literally push the ball away from the goal. Like, there's not much else you can say, really, other than it's a pen and the red card, if I'm honest. I still don't think Anthony Taylor looked at it for long enough, to be honest, but... One counter will change it, hopefully. Hopefully. Obviously, you can't just say it like that because countering is also much more difficult if you're an attacking player down. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just as simple. And we're very defensive right now. Mount is basically just playing in full-on midfield now. Oh, Jota with a header over the bar. Do you see us still winning this? I don't know. To be honest, no. But I'm hoping. I'm slightly just annoyed and upset right now. I can't even lie to you. We will win. I wish I had your optimism, MAD. Yeah, no, he can't keep his ball by his side. That's true. But the way he moves his arm forward after doesn't look good. But Anthony Taylor didn't see that. I will say this. Anthony Taylor didn't see that because he didn't look at the replay for anywhere near long enough. So who took that shot? Was that Van Dijk? That's a good shot, to be fair. If we get Timo and Matip won't be catching up. Yeah, but who do you bring him on for, Mason? We're playing a midfield three right now because without Kante, we need extra legs. Maybe Chile for Alonso is a shout just because of some extra pace. I know Alonso has the tendency to score, but just to give us a bit of extra pace for the counter-attack, brilliant defending from Alonso. I mean, Alonso really, really begged for that free kick now, I can't lie. Long ball behind that high midfield. I mean, yeah, sure, but it's not that simple. Because they know we're a man down, so they don't need to overcommit. Late on, maybe, but not for a while. But Tuchel is asking them to come higher. Tuchel is asking them to come higher. I reckon Timo on for Mount, and he can hope for the user's pace to make chances for Lukaku. I mean, yeah, but like I said, we're using Mount properly in midfield right now. Mount is not high up the pitch with Lukaku at the moment. Mount is in midfield on the right as a right centre midfielder with Jorginho in the middle and Kova on the left. Mount is not playing as a 10 or up with Lukaku. It's not what's happening right now. So go on. We're up the pitch now. Timo for Alonso changed the formation a bit. Can certainly be debated, I suppose, but also a tough call, a risky call, if you ask me. I can't even lie to you. Guys, see, this is when I watch along stuff. I can't lie. Like, I'm just annoyed. But I'm also annoyed because we can't even blame the ref that much. We just bottled it. We just didn't take our chances. Like, I know everyone's going to be on Anthony Taylor, but let's not be silly here. We didn't take our own chances, and then Alonso headed the ball out of Mendy's hands and just made everything more difficult than it needed to be. What minute am I on? 55:00 at this second. Let me just actually change this. Yeah, I forgot. Jorginho, good clearance. Mount gets cooked every time when defending. I mean, yeah, but are you telling me Werner won't? Like, what are you going to do? Bring Ruben on? Now, that's the only other option, do you know what I mean? Clear it, fucking clear it, lads! Flipping hell. Oh my days, guys. Oh my days. Chester will be back with us in a minute. He's just having food. Is Ziyech on the bench? I think so. But who are you going to bring Ziyech on for now? Mount, like, you need to be realistic. Like, before the game, a draw at Anfield is not a bad result. And we still have the chance to get a draw. So we shouldn't overdo it to get a win, because the likelihood of that ending up in defeat is just too big with the man down. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just why I stand here, because I'm like, maybe we need to just make sure we keep the draw. Good defending with Christensen. Good defending here. There he is.
Oh,
did you see what's happened so far in the second half?
Nothing?
No, nothing. But did you see?
It's 1-1 right now. Is it changed?
No.
But COVID...
People are the thing is, it's not Mason with Lukaku up top. Mason's basically playing in a midfield three with Jorginho and Kovacic now, which is leaving Lukaku up front completely by himself. And obviously, people are saying, should we bring Werner on? Blah blah blah. Oh
It's a
my
5-3-1.
Henderson never scores screamers, but he always gets close against us.
It's a 5-3-1 is what we're playing. If
Yeah,
anybody wants
exactly.
to.
But maybe, that would be a corner. Are they getting a corner? Lukaku deflected that. But the change I might consider making is bringing Chile on for Alonso just to get some extra pace. Because if we're going to have the 5-3-1, right, we have so few players to help Lukaku out to get a bit of extra pace, and someone as willing as to run his socks off and his lungs out like Chile is maybe would be quite helpful. But obviously, it's also not ideal because he hasn't played.
Well, you can't do it now because you're down to 1 sub. And if somebody gets injured, you're screwed. Then you're down to 9 players.
That's also true. Yeah, we only have 1 sub. Yeah, that's true.
Because he brought on...
And also, like I just said it to the stream as well, it is 1-1. A draw at Anfield is not in itself a bad result, right? Especially if you're a man down for a half.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are Liverpool shooting from distance so much? I've never seen this before.
Let them have a go.
I mean, yeah, but that was close to slipping through, so you know.
It'd be interesting what Tommy T says after the game.
It will be. It will be very interesting. This is extremely nerve-wracking. Or just, I don't know. I don't have a good feeling. How do you feel right now, Jester?
Well, it's one-way traffic.
Oh, yeah, by the way, they did show one thing, if you didn't see it. In one more replay, maybe they showed it at halftime anyway, but I didn't see it then. But there is, not only does the ball hit Reese's arm from his thigh, he also then moves his arm forward, which gets the ball off the goal line. When I saw that, I'm like, you can't even debate it. Like, I still disagree that because Anthony Taylor clearly didn't look at it for long enough. But I still don't think you can say it's not a pen and it's not a red card. I'm sorry. Like, he moves the ball away by moving his arm like this, and then his biceps just pushes the ball away from the goal line. Like, it doesn't get more obvious than that.
But you're also your momentum.
Yeah,
your arms don't stay
first
static.
His arm was here, and then he moved it forwards while standing.
Yeah, Kante is not. Yeah, Kante is not off the pitch because he's injured. Let's get it correct.
I'm pretty sure he is. Why would he? Why else would he be off the pitch?
Because I think Kova #1 gives you more of a ball presence in the midfield. Mount, you got to get to that ball.
No, I would say it's because he's injured. Otherwise, I don't think he would make 2 subs at halftime when we just lost a player. Not one of our best defensive players. I don't think he'd take him off. I mean, I could be wrong, of course. But
he continued most of that at half then with an injury.
He did, but he was only like 2-3 minutes left by that point. Like, it was after the Firmino came off. It happened after that.
No, it happened before Firmino came off because Firmino fell on him, didn't he?
No, Mane fell on him. It might have been after anyway, but
who knows? It just
it doesn't matter now anyway. He's off. Yeah. We'll find out after whether he's injured or not.
That's fine. We have a week to get him back. Maybe he won't go to France. Mindy.
I mean, at this point, by the end of it, obviously the stats will say Liverpool is the greatest team in the world. But, you know, until that penalty in the first half, we should have been 3-0 up. And we're not. And that's the thing that makes me frustrates me right now.
Yeah.
Why are they filming a bottle on the pitch, on the side of the pitch? I don't understand any of this. What is the director, the producers, the directors of Sky, what are they doing? I don't understand any of it. I mean, you never know. Maybe we'll get a corner out of it. We scored from a corner already. Maybe something crazy happens.
T-Spot. You do realize there's only 3 substitutions in a Premier League match. You're asking for 4 or 5. We've used 2. We have 1 left. It will not be used
with half an hour to go. Like with 15
not
to
even
go,
that.
maybe, but not now.
Maybe 10 minutes left, because if an injury shows up and we don't have that substitution, you're down to 9 men.
Yeah.
And it could be really bad after that. It looks bad already. It looks like one-way traffic. It looks like, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to remain silent. A news topic. that man's going to find out when he's playing around in the showers, prison showers.
Oh, good ball, Alonso.
Allegedly.
Switch it. No! Nearly. Oh, my days. Come on, Chelsea. See, this is what I needed to see. Now I'm hyped again. Come on.
I'm watching it now. Mason Mount just push Anthony Taylor out of the way. You love to see it.
You do love to see that, yeah. Oh, man.
Boy, Alonso, come
so
on, bro.
nerve-wracking. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, it's just Alonso. He sometimes has difficulty staying on his feet.
Yeah.
I would love to see Lukaku run over Anthony Taylor if he was in the way. Just like, hey, you were in the way.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, man. Go on, boys, please. I mean, the fact that Liverpool are only getting dangerous with long shots is not a bad sign. Obviously, their long shots, to be honest, they've been good long shots, but replay of the Lukaku chance, that header back into the middle by Alonso is really good. I mean, I think even if Matip doesn't block it, Alisson probably saves it, but still.
Yep.
What did Taddy say? I don't even see a Taddy person. Am I not seeing the full chat? Oh, there it is. Whoever mentions Cho holding a timeout. All right. Let's just hope
Cho is holding
next week. Sorry?
What? Whoever mentioned Cho is holding.
A timeout.
Well, I know what holding means.
Holding a timeout, I think like I give them a 5-minute timeout from the chat. I think that's what they're talking about. Good defending from Alonso. You know, yeah, Alonso maybe didn't do great for the goal, but actually he didn't do anything. He just kicked Salah and Salah had a poor touch. My bad. Ignore me.
Yeah. Look, I'll take a one. Right now, I'll take a draw. You know, when you're in this situation, we're playing for a draw, folks. We're not trying. You know, if we have a chance to score like we did a few minutes ago, we'll try to take it. But we're going to stay compact and play for the draw, because that's what you should do at this point.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Again, we were winning this game handily with 11 men on the pitch. So
I mean, they had chances, but we had more chances. Rudiger.
Did he shoot?
No. Just lost the ball and in the end gave a corner away because of it. Still think we can force a hard injury out of Liverpool to disrupt their title chances at least. All right, calm down, lad. We haven't even lost yet. So far, imagine they score from this now. Salah was offside. If they score from this corner, or did the Lionel give offside? No, they have the corner. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just, what's the point of VAR? You can't just decide on some offsides. We decide on some you don't. It's just waffle.
Maybe he's not offside.
I think his shoulder was clearly off.
Yeah, but they're doing a thicker line now, so they're going to give you some of those.
But surely if I can see with my eyes, surely they can, like, no line's thinner than my eyesight.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but we understand what it is.
Anyway, so, it's fine, but still.
We know what it is, so.
Good defending, good defending. Shosho is really, really good at drawing a foul when he needs to. And it looks stupid, but he does it really well every time. I think the rule is if you can't score with the body part, it can't be outside. Well, you can score with the shoulder, so,
Yes, you can.
Thiago's coming on for Liverpool. Probably for Fabinho. Or Harvey Elliott, I don't know.
Why would you take Harvey Elliott? I thought he's been playing fairly well.
Oh, yeah, no, 100% I agree, but it depends on does he want to go more offensive or not. Oh, so this is like, just seeing that already, I'm just annoyed. Like Anthony Taylor having a go at us time wasting. I'm like, every other team time waste against us from the first minute, like Palace the other week. And not once did the referee say a word about it.
Because we all know he's a prat.
Yeah. The only part you cannot score, Keno, is from your sleeve onwards. So, like, until here, you're allowed to score, unless they change those rules again as well. It was here last season. Maybe it's now only here. Who knows?
Yeah, Mount, you don't have the pace to flick past VVD. Yeah, I think some of our players need to get rid of the tech and just make sure we're playing fundamentally sound football right now. Make the pass out. Keep the ball when you can. Hold on to the ball when you can. There you go, Aspie.
Lukaku, that pass back to Jorginho was not very good. I mean, Jorginho probably should have held on better, but no. Good job, Rudy. Good job, Rudy. T-Sport, we're not saying you're wrong. We're talking about Callum. I'm not even, but we can't risk making a third sub yet. What if we get an injury? We're already a man bloody down. Like, do you know what I mean? You need to like know that a man down for a full half at Anfield, a draw is a good result. So while we're still drawing, don't take stupendous risks. Sure, for the last 15, maybe 10 minutes, make another sub and potentially be a bit more aggressive. But you can't be silly here.
Yeah, and Callum wouldn't be the person you would bring on anyway.
No, I agree. You need you bring on Werner probably, just for some pace.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and now what? Don't go backwards like that, lads. Okay, some releasing some pressure. Corner. We already scored from a corner today. Come on, boys.
Yeah, but Kai unfortunately is not on the pitch.
I
need a Lukaku header because he's in my FPL.
So. I don't even care who scores the header, to be honest, mate. Like if we bring Mendy up and he wants to score, all fine. 4 a.m. in Australia right now. My day about to be ruined. I just go to sleep and pretend it's a new day tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Why is it ruined? We haven't done anything.
Alonso is losing his entire socks. I mean, Mason. Oh. I mean, boys, we're not getting any chances today. So, Mendy and his long balls, they're very, very risky. But Romelu, come back on side, you mug, and stop moaning. What is this? You're the reason we're not 3-0 up here, so calm down. Oh, good defending, Rudiger. Aspie win that. Good defending. Go on, come on. My days.
Yeah.
Thiago for Henderson.
That's a like for like. Actually, yeah, pretty much a like for like.
Yeah, I suppose a tad more attacking maybe.
Well, he's always good for a yellow card too, although Anthony Taylor won't give him one. So, yeah.
He might give him one, but he won't give them two today, that's for sure.
I don't think they've gotten one, have they?
No.
Okay.
Well, not that
what did I tell you, though? The first card would go to who?
Unfortunately, it was a red before we ever got the first yellow.
Right. So.
Oh, good hold up, Lukaku. Oh, good layoff. Switch it, Alonso. We need to change formation to 4-4-1. No, we don't need to change anything right now. We're not even playing that badly the last few minutes. We're keeping the draw. We don't need to change nothing right now. We even had chances, like 1.5 chances if you want.
Yeah, I mean that's all you're trying to do is stay compact, maintain the draw, and if you can nick a goal on a break, then you do that. But our job right now is to play defense. He doesn't even get a yellow card for that.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I mean, Liverpool were complaining that it's a foul. It's the clearest foul you'll ever fucking see. And it was without the ball anywhere near it.
Yeah, Anthony Taylor just needs... He does not need to ref another Chelsea match.
No. You probably will next week.
Well, he will, but he shouldn't. Let's just say that.
Again, no idea what this means here, but, we move.
Is somebody joined or subscribed maybe?
Maybe subscribed, potentially. Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, if that did mean subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to our personal channel as well. Link is down in the description. Just click my name. That's it. And smash the like button as well. Not sure how many likes we're on. Probably not enough. So, smash the like button. If you haven't already. That'd be brilliant. Jorginho again. Like, he's so good at winning free kicks. I mean, it is a free kick, but still, the way he falls over every time.
That's gamesmanship, though.
No, it's 100%.
And it's a foul.
But, as much as, we're angry and whatever, should have played it out better, not even get it to the handball and penalty situation. But I'm very impressed with how we've done since the red card, in my opinion.
Absolutely. If I'm not going to even say the words because everybody go, you're going to jinx it. But if it ends like the scoreline is now, brilliant.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Exactly.
Yes, we know Liverpool have 0 yellow cards, and they should have had 3 at least.
At least, yeah.
So
They should have had 2 before we ever got to this handball and everyone going against each other, and they should have had at least 1 as well in that whole situation.
yeah, it's quite bad by the head ref, but we know what it is. He's a prat.
Yeah. Okay, just has a problem with us because it's not like he does it only for one team against us. He does it for everyone against us.
Yeah, he doesn't like Chelsea for some reason. I don't know what his deal is.
Because he's from Manchester, isn't he? So yeah, you can't even say like he's pro Liverpool.
He's just anti-Chelsea.
Yeah. Everyone was saying before this match, this will be our acid test. Talk about a test. You know what? We're doing really well. I mean, it's true. But at the same time, I think our second half, we've actually done well. And in the first half, we played well, but we just didn't capitalize on that at all. Like, sure, the first 10 minutes were a bit ropey, but that was no different to the Arsenal game, I suppose. Like, we sorted ourselves out. And in the end, we had the chances, and not always the shots in the end, but the opportunities to play a good final ball, an easy final ball. We just chose to play the wrong passes, and we could have been 3-0 up comfortably. Sure, maybe the other situations don't happen if we take the other ones. You could always say that. So say 2-0 if you want then, right? But still, would have been a 2-0 cushion, and there is a chance at 2-0 up. It doesn't even get to this drama situation in our box if we have this clearance, because we're a bit more confident, they're a bit more down. So, you know.
You know, I was saying some of our fans were saying a draw would be a good result before the game even started. So,
hey, I even would have said, a draw. Sure, I want to win, but if you draw the game, it's not a bad result at Anfield, and that's with 11v11 in my opinion.
I'll let him shoot.
But to be fair, it's now been a while since we've been anywhere near that goal either. Like, we had that one moment with Lukaku and then the corner, but that's been it for a while.
Well, sometimes you got to suffer. Isn't that what Thomas Tuchel always says?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to suffer. Well, there you go.
When he tries to copy Antonio Conte, we have to suffer.
Uh-oh. Lawrence went off camera. 10 minutes left. Who's the best sub? I don't know if he'll make another sub.
I'm still here, don't worry.
I don't know if he's going to make another sub, to be fair. The team is
He
playing
might not,
well.
to be honest. He might not. I mean, like I said, Tuchel probably 100% agrees that a draw here, under these circumstances, is a good result. So would you jeopardize that? But you could obviously take the risk, even if you want to bring Werner on for Lukaku. Just punt it and let him run if you want to. But
yeah, but
also Lukaku obviously helps us defending set pieces with this height. If we ever get another set piece, he's helpful there. And you really wouldn't bring Werner on for like Mount right now. Like, you don't want to take that midfield 3 apart again after it's worked quite well.
And he does give you hold up play. So if you have to, you can play.
But we haven't gotten it to him to hold it up in a while. So
yeah, that's not his fault.
I'm not sure.
But that's not his thing. That's not his fault that we don't get the ball into him. But it is what it is. So
why did we ruin that whole attack now? Oh, well done, Mason. Okay. Jorginho played an over-the-top ball. No one had any idea about it. I mean, someone said, "Oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek for Mount." I mean, sure, but I mean, Ruben just had the Rona. Like, is that what you want to do right now? I'm really not sure.
Sometimes I wonder if people really understand understand football. We're man down. You're not you. First thing you don't want to do is to bring in a player that has to get up to speed, because that puts you like at 9.5 men for a while, and in that period of time they can score. So unless there's a tactical thing you see that you need to bring somebody on, you're just gonna stay with what you have and write it out.
Yeah.
They're bringing in, I don't even know who this guy is.
I think that's Tsimikas, the Greek left back.
Okay, then Robertson wasn't 100% fit.
Yeah. Ahmed, I'm not sure if you subscribed. You might have done. If you did, big up yourself. And as Jens, everybody else, subscribe. Smash that I button. Subscribe to my channel down in the description. Just click the @ and it takes you to my channel. Oh, Kovacic, for the first time in your life. No, why can you not shoot? Shh.
Yeah.
That's because he's born in Austria. I blame that for it. I've never seen an Austrian that's capable of shooting. And now they're on a break. Christensen, do something. Thiago, do something. Oh, thank God. If Kova could only shoot.
Yeah, it's like the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion.
But, that's Mohamed Salah's right foot for you. That's why he's not anywhere near as good as some people think he is. Great hold-up play from Lukaku and great run from Kova as well. Just the touch to open it up for himself wasn't good.
Yeah.
The amount of shots they're having, it's very rare that Chelsea sees so many shots on our goal. Yes, he is Croatian, of course, but he's born in Linz, Austria.
Yeah, you can be Croatian and be born in a different country. You can be anything. Oh, but that's what Lukaku brings. That great 1-2 play. Whew, Mindy. It's going to be a rough. We got probably 4 minutes plus 3 minutes or 4 minutes of stop. I bet you they put 5 minutes of stoppage time on.
I'd say so far I'd say 4, but because no goal and we haven't even made a sub, so it's only been there 2 subs. Well, now the second sub.
Yeah, but if the game, it would be 5 minutes just to allow Liverpool to win.
Yeah. Chalobah is coming on for Chelsea, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Who's he coming on for? I bet you he's coming on for Jorginho.
Potentially. Maybe for Lukaku.
Well, it could be, and then you're just playing.
6-3.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even got to that point, so.
Jorginho, yeah, exactly.
Where is he going to play?
Probably midfield, I'd presume.
That is Georgie's number.
It is.
It is Georgie's number up on the board. So I think for defensive reasons, it makes sense because that is one of Georgie's weaknesses is the fact that he's not very good defensively. He gets out physical.
Especially this like physical defending that we need to do right now. Not like, reading the play and getting into a passing lane. He's good at that, but not like the physical defending. Who's been absolutely incredible? Thiago Silva this second half has been absolutely amazing. Considering this is his first minutes of competitive football this season.
Yeah, because he's always in the right position at the right time. And that comes with experience.
And being really good helps.
Yeah, but the experience, that's people always discount the experience factor, but it is a huge factor in certain positions. It's like you have the intuition of knowing where to be or knowing where the ball is going to be played, and you can be there, and it allows you to extend your career because
Yeah.
you don't have, if you lose a little bit of pace, you at least know where you're supposed to be. Look at Thiago, baller. I won't be able to spend too much time with you after the match because I've got a review to
Yeah,
do.
no, we'll end this pretty quickly. But yeah, 88 minutes, 30 seconds played for me right now. Tsimikas with the cross. Thiago defended it well. Aspie clears it. Lukaku looks absolutely shattered at this point. We hate Anthony Taylor, sure we do. Pretty good clearance. Good header, Chalobah. Very good header. But a corner for Liverpool.
I've got more height in the box though with Chalobah
Yeah.
on there.
I'm sure that was part of the sub.
I understand why the defensive player of the Champions League went to Diaz because we have a 3-man back, not a 2-man back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that discounted our players a bit. But we did come in second and third.
Did Mendy touch that?
voting.
I'm not sure. Might have another corner here. Yes. Hard in my mouth right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not commentating as much as maybe I should, but
What's the stoppage time?
not given yet.
Not given yet.
3 minutes. 3. Free kick to us in our own box.
Yep.
To be honest, I'm not sure when Aspie would have been hit in the face here, but
Oh, did he just say let's take it outside to Rudiger?
he might have done.
Mane, you would get punked.
Yes, you would. Yes, you absolutely would. Big up, Christoph. Liverpool here now with Diogo Jota. Mane on the edge. Thiago. Salah. Great defending. Marcos Alonso. Big up. Come on, Aspie. Close him down. Don't let him cross, please, lad. Oh, cross over behind. Over the goal. Rudiger apparently has a cramp now. Looks like he's actually telling the truth the way he's paid. Look, his face looks to be paid.
There's a couple of guys down. Let's ask for Quetta and Rudiger. You got to sink it better, guys. What is up with this chat? Lukaku, big liar, little man, oi merde.
I haven't even seen it. 1 second.
You man really need to leave. I don't. I don't think you understand that the man has played 2 matches for Chelsea. I don't. Is it over?
No, almost. Might be in real life. No, Liverpool another corner on exactly 93.
This has got to be the last.
Thiago, brilliant clearance. Over full time. Full time.
Well done, boys. Well done.
Honestly. Well done. Well done. Huge result. Well, I say huge result, but huge result after the fact that we was one man down for an entire half. The team is also happy. Lukaku bigging the lads up, which I like to see. We've done well. We've done well in the second half. And to be honest, it's kind of been a bit of a Tuchel masterclass because, the subs he made, whether Kante was for injury or not, bringing Thiago Silva on worked so well. Playing a midfield 3, not keeping Mount and Lukaku up top, playing a midfield 3. We did really, really well. We did really, really well. And we shouldn't be upset. We really shouldn't be upset. If this stupid YouTube asking me to verify that it's me, if they could actually do something, then let me do it. Thank you.
Yeah.
But, Jester, any last thoughts?
This is a great result for us considering what happened in the match. Okay, and it shows again we have the character in the team and we have a brilliant manager.
We do.
So expect big things this year.
That is you make a fair point. You make a fair point. But in terms of who do you think was the best player for Chelsea on the day, if you don't mind?
If you're going for 90 minutes, boy. Let's give it to Aspie. It's his birthday. He played 90 minutes. He played 2 positions for us. The defense was brilliant. He's the captain of the football team. For me, it's Cesar Azpilicueta on his birthday. 300th match as well. So, happy birthday. What do you think?
Birthday. Happy birthday. I can't. To be honest, I think it's a fair shout. If you'd ask me, who would I pick? Player of the match.